What's going on, anime community, One Piece community? It's your boy GrandmasterTobs. So today we're gonna be getting into this One Piece review, and before we start the video, I'm gonna give y'all a little disclaimer. So I had already did this fucking video not that long ago. Honestly, I was supposed to binge drop this video since like Thanksgiving of last year. I just didn't feel like doing it. But once I finally fucking finished it, iMovie sold me, and I deleted my shit. But anyways, now it's time to get into the video. Before we get into the video, y'all see that? That my hero? Y'all see the drip, nigga? Y'all see the drip? Alright, so One Piece is a story about a boy named Monkey D. Luffy. And let me tell y'all why I fuck with my nigga Luffy, bro. This nigga, Luffy will tell you straight up, I'm not a good guy. I'm just a pirate. I just be doing whatever I feel like doing, bro. But if he fuck with you, he fuck with you. That's my motherfucking nigga. So boom, the story starts off with this nigga Luffy leaving his village. It's called like Fuchsia Village or some shit. And he's setting out to look for a crew because the nigga wants to become a pirate. More so the king of the fucking pirates. So along his journey, he travels throughout the East Blue looking for crewmates, and the first person he meets is Zoro. Zoro, he's not the vice captain, but he basically is the vice captain if you watch the show. That's my motherfucking nigga too. I fuck with Zoro. He a real ass nigga. So like for years, bro, my friends was trying to get me into One Piece, but I was like, I'm not about to watch this fucking show because at the time, back in like when I was in high school about a few years ago, I think they were still like 600, 700 episodes deep, and I was like, I'm not watching that shit. Granted, I don't be doing shit at the crib, but at the same time, who has the time to watch that shit? But it's safe to say that this is probably one of my better decisions because this show is gas. Fucking gas. So boom, after Luffy links up with my nigga Zoro, they go out through the East Blue, throughout the different arcs, adding people to the crew. And then that's when we get into like the real arc, which is Alabasta. But before Alabasta, I didn't really have no hope in this show because like for a while, bro, it was just Luffy and Zoro fucking niggas up in East Blue, bro. And like we're all showing the anime. I like to see niggas get fucked up, and I wasn't seeing that. So Alabasta was basically about these niggas fighting one of the seven warlords of the sea, Sir Crocodile, and trying to save the kingdom of Alabasta because they ended up befriending the Princess Vivi. She was a real one. Shout out to Vivi, bro. And yo, that whole arc was crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all why. So Alabasta is the arc where Luffy takes his like first real official L. He took three of them bitches, or two. Crocodile was fucking this nigga up. Every chance he got, he was whooping this nigga's ass. And then at one point, this nigga Luffy, bro, he said fuck gender equality. He slapped the shit out of Vivi. Well, he punched her. I was like, damn, bro. I love this nigga Luffy, bro. He crazy as shit. Well, I did forget one arc before I keep going. I'm gonna go back to Arlong Park real quick. That was the arc that made me actually fuck with this show because that's when shit started picking up. Fuck Arlong for what he did to Nami and her mom. Shout out Bellemere and shout out Nami's sister. Alright, back to Alabasta. So after the Straw Hats whoop up on that nigga Crocodile, that's when Nico Robin joins the crew, and then that's when we go to Skypiea. So when I tell you like the type of villain they fought, that shit, they went from fighting a nigga made out of sand, one of the seven warlords, to fighting a nigga made out of lightning, a literal god of the fucking sky, fucking Eneru. Yes, I said Eneru. I watched the dub when I first started watching One Piece. I don't give a fuck. I know his name is Enel, but I'm gonna say Eneru. Fuck y'all niggas, and fuck Eneru too. So y'all like already know that Luffy like whooped this nigga like expeditiously, right? So then after Skypiea, right, that's when we get to Water 7, and shit got real as fuck in this arc. So the Straw Hat Gang, they pull up to the town of Water 7, which is a town of shipwrights, because the Going Merry is fucked up, and they're trying to rebuild her. And like during the whole process of them like going through the town and shit, trying to look for a shipwright, Robin disappears, and then that's when like the arc starts to really kick off, and a whole bunch of crazy shit goes on in this arc, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas. So the first thing that happens in this arc, Robin disappears. Nobody knows where the fuck she went, but she just disappeared, right? And then after that, we found out that the mayor of the town gets shot, and guess who the fucking culprit is? Nico Robin herself. At least that's what we think. And before I continue, it's not a fucking booger in my nose in case y'all wanted to talk shit. Fuck y'all niggas. So then afterwards, when Robin disappears, right, the money that they got from Skypiea, it gets stolen by the Frankie family. They beat the shit out this nigga Usopp. God damn, that boy nose is crashed. Now, let me tell y'all why. I don't fuck with Usopp. Well, why I didn't fuck with Usopp in this arc. Because he's a whole bitch! But let me tell y'all why, bro. So we found out the Mary can't be fixed, right? And Usopp, bitch ass, he just starts acting like a bitch for no fucking reason. Talking about something. But the Mary's our friend. You're just gonna throw her away, Luffy? Nigga, yes. We can't use her anymore, my nigga. Bro, that nigga lucky I wasn't there. I would have fucked that nigga up for Luffy. But Luffy had me on a secret mission because I'm an honorary member of the crew. But y'all niggas ain't know that. Y'all ain't even know. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm a Straw Hat myself. Nigga, fuck you talking about? So, after Usopp gets crushed and shit, right? That's when they went to go fuck up the Frankie family. Boy, that was one of the. See, I love the Straw Hats because if you fuck with one of them, you fuck with all of them. That's a family. Them niggas is a true family. So then that's when we jump into one of the greatest arcs in the show, Annie's fucking lobby. That's when we gonna go save Robin, and shit gets real. So we found out the reason why Robin disappeared from Water 7 was because the world government was trying to strike a deal with her. And they was basically like, hey, Robin, if you let us capture you and take you to jail, we gonna let the rest of y'all niggas, the rest of y'all crew go. And she actually agreed. But, you know, they made it seem like she was a criminal again, so then they wouldn't fuck with her. But Luffy was like, nigga, I ain't dumb. I might be dumb, but I ain't dumb. You see what I'm saying? Bro, a whole bunch of fucking shit happens in this arc. We meet so many people. We see a whole bunch of badass shit. Like when that nigga Zoro cut the sea train in half, and we get the scene, the most epic scene of the Straw Hats facing off against the rest of the CP9 to go rescue Robin. We also meet Sniper King, and I ain't gonna lie, Sniper King made me fuck with Usopp again. Even though he was still a bitch for what he did, like I fucked with his Sniper King character. But boy, when these niggas fought CP9, my nigga Luffy beat the shit out that nigga Rob Lucci. Fuck Rob Lucci, nigga. Yeah, fuck Rob Lucci. That nigga cool though. I ain't gonna lie. That boy, that little beard with the pictures, that nigga, he got drip Lucci, nigga. Oh, and another thing about Annie's lobby, this is where we see Luffy use Gear Second for the first time when he fights Lucci. Eventually, you know, they all win their battles. They escape the Buster Call, and then we go to the next arc, which is Thriller Bark. Oh, and Frankie also joins the crew. So, like, even though I mentioned Thriller Bark, I'm not going to talk about it because that shit was fucking ass. That shit was garbage. The only takeaway from that arc was that this is where Brooke joins, and Nami got raped. And I'm dead ass. Like, she got raped. Even though, like, she ain't get, like, penetrated, she got raped. And I hate how the One Piece community never talks about that shit. That shit was weird. Fuck that nigga Absalon. Spoken on his pack. Fuck you talking about. But nigga, when I tell you that these next few arcs we're about to get into really closed off part 1 of One Piece, boy, nigga, the Straw Hats got fucked up, nigga. Ooh, boy, I'm about to tell y'all everything. So in One Piece, after you conquer the Grand Line and all that good shit, you go to the New World to really see if you really can become a pirate, at least a top class pirate. So that's what they're trying to do right now. The Straw Hats, they end up going to the Sabaody Archipelago to get their ship coded so they can go to the New World and but go to Fishman Island. So we arrive at Sabaody, but let me give y'all a quick backtrack before I tell y'all what happens. So before they actually ended up going to Sabaody, they ended up running into a mermaid named Kami and this guy named Hachi, who was actually part of Arlong's crew back in the day, one of the guys who was tormenting Nami. So they ended up riding with them after they saved them from some fucking weird ass niggas. I forgot who they were, but yeah. So once the gang touches down at Sabaody, fucking Kami gets kidnapped, and she's about to be auctioned off to fucking like world nobles and celestial dragons. And fuck the celestial dragons. I hate them niggas. Basically, they're the people in One Piece who are like the highest of the high when it comes to nobility. They can fucking buy slaves. They can do whatever they can do whatever they want. They're like the closest thing to God, and I hate them niggas, bro. Being black, you seeing man, fuck that, bro. I'm not even about to get into this tangent. So like, see, like y'all can see the smile on my face. So in Sabaody, we meet my motherfucking nigga Silver's Rayleigh. Bruh. So, for those who don't know, Rayleigh was the king. No, not the king. He was the vice captain to Gold Roger, the former king of the pirates. So, we meet him, right, during this arc. And when I tell y'all this nigga Rayleigh is the realest nigga. So, when the game makes it to the auction house where Kami's being sold, one of the bitch-ass lady celestial dragons was going to shoot her, right? But that's when my nigga Rayleigh uses Conqueror's Haki to knock everybody out, except for the people who had the will strong enough to oppose his Conqueror's Haki. And I think that's the first time where we actually see Conqueror's Haki in the show. I may be wrong, but it's been a while since I saw that episode. So during this arc, we also meet a lot of people, like the Supernovas, like my nigga Trafalgar Law! We're gonna get into Law later in the video when we get to Dressrosa. We meet him, we meet Kid, and a whole bunch of other niggas that I forgot, because fuck them niggas, they're not that important. So bro, this is when the best part about this whole arc happens, right? The bitch-ass, weird-ass celestial dragon nigga, right? He shot Hachi, the little fishman guy, right? Because in One Piece, they're very descriptive to fishmen. I'm gonna let y'all know a little bit more about that when I get to Fishman Island. So he shoots him, right? And my nigga Luffy walked up on this nigga and stole the fuck out this nigga, bro. That shit was amazing. However, in One Piece, like I said, the celestial dragons, they're like God. If you touch them niggas, the Navy is sending a fucking admiral to you to fuck you up. And that's basically what... Boy, the Straw Hats, they got crushed, nigga, I'm about to tell y'all. Bro, so this is when we meet this nigga Kizaru, bro. I hate that nigga. Fuck Kizaru. But, yeah, that nigga, bro, the Straw Hats, they stood no chance for him. Him or Bartholomew Kuma, another one of the 7 warlords of the sea. Boy, it got hectic. So, like, I know I was telling y'all that Alabasta was when Luffy took like his first real L. Shit, scratch that. This was his like nigga. Bro, that shit broke me seeing that nigga like that, bro. So Luffy basically realizes that him and his crew they stand no chance against Kizaru and Kuma. So Luffy of all people, he tells these niggas to run, bro. And when I tell you, I was so shook by seeing that shit. Luffy of all people is telling his crew to run, bro. And then these niggas started disappearing. This nigga started crying, dog, bro. That shit broke my heart. Because Luffy, he thought they was dying in front of him. There was nothing he could do about that shit. So, boom, right? The whole crew, they get separated. Each one of them gets sent to a different island, bro. And now this next arc, it was a blessing. I mean, a blessing. That's when we get into the Amazon titty arc. You know what I'm saying? This nigga Luffy landed on an island full of nothing but women. First thing this nigga does when he lands on the island, this nigga eats a mushroom and gets poisoned. And they start pulling his dick. I'm not lying. Watch the show for yourself. So like I was saying earlier, each person in the crew, they all get sent to different islands, right? This nigga Luffy lands on an island full of chicks. They put Sanji on an island full of chicks too. But chicks with dicks. How y'all gonna play Sanji like that? Y'all know damn well this man Sanji, man, Oda petty as fuck for that one. So like, the Amazon titty, okay, my bad. It's actually called Amazon Lily. But the Amazon Lily arc had a whole bunch of funny ass moments. Like for one, right? After Luffy wakes up and they realize that he's a man, they lock this nigga up, right? And this nigga's in a cell butt ass naked. And they're like, Luffy, what's that? He was like, oh, these? They my jewels, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, can we have some? He was like, fuck no! Are y'all trying to kill me? No! Hell no! But let me talk to my nigga Luffy real quick. Luffy, you have the baddest bitch in One Piece. Boa Hancock trying to throw you the pussy. You ain't taking it. What is wrong with you, nigga? When I was 17, I was trying to slay everything in sight. This nigga Luffy talking about something. Nigga saw her butt ass naked, and he was just like, what you want me to do with that? Fuck, nigga Luffy gay as shit. This nigga Luffy, he be talking about some gum elephant fucking gun. Shit, if that was me, they would have saw the gum elephant trunk. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you talking about, Luffy. I don't even know how I didn't point this out to y'all. So like in this show, everybody has this shit called like devil fruits and shit. And like Luffy, he ate one that like turns his body into rubber. That's why all his attacks are named gum anything. But when I tell you this nigga Luffy is Mr. Bitches, so towards the end of the arc, they're all having a banquet and shit after Luffy basically proved himself worthy to him. And this nigga had a line full of women from the banquet hall all the way to the end of the town. And they was all trying to touch this nigga, bro. Boy, they should have been So after the end of this arc, Luffy finds out that his brother, Porcus D. Ace, has been arrested by the Marines, and he's being scheduled to be executed. Now, for those of you who don't know who Ace is, we actually met Ace back in Alabasta, and he's Luffy's adopted brother, and he had lost a fight to Blackbeard, who was actually somebody on Whitebeard's ship who fucking deserted it. So we find out that Ace is being held inside of Impel Down, which is the most notorious prison for pirates. That's where they were trying to take Robin back in Endy's lobby. So Luffy, being the real nigga that he is, he said, nigga, we going to Impel Down to break out Big Bro, nigga, it's simple. Boy. So with the help of Boa Hancock, Luffy's actually able to infiltrate Impel Down, where he's trying to find Ace at the lowest level. And I like this arc because we met a lot of new people, and then a lot of old people from Luffy's past that he fucked up. So like, Impel Down was the arc that really put on for gay people, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because this nigga Bon Clay and Ivankov and everybody that was in that little club that they was in, they was all some real ass niggas, bro. They rode for Luffy, bro. Shout out to them niggas, bro. My nigga Bon Clay, man, that's my motherfucking dog. So like, yeah, I know how I told you that we meant like old people. So once Luffy eventually gets down to the bottom, we actually miss Ace. They just take Ace out before Luffy can get down there. But we also meet Crocodile again, his bitch ass, and he was like, you miss me, Luffy? Luffy's like, nigga, fuck no, nigga, I whoop your ass, I'll do that shit again. But I do need help going to Marineford, so I'm gonna let you free. And then we meet my nigga Jinbei, the son of the sea. Ah! So like, in these next two arcs, Luffy gets fucked up a lot. Like in this arc, he got poisoned like 4 different times. But shout out to Bon Clay, again, saved that nigga. He got healed by Ivankov. And eventually they were able to escape Impel Down with the sacrifice of Bon Clay. Shout out to that nigga Bon Clay, bro. He was a real one. But then after we leave Impel Down, shit is about to get real, nigga. So after Impel Down, we go to Marineford, aka the Paramount War. Boy, shit was cracking, shit was on, it was on sight. My nigga White Beezy pulled up. Oh boy, I'm about to get into it with y'all right now. Give me a second. So the Marines end up taking Ace to Marine Ford, right? And that's when my nigga Whitebeard pulls up to save Ace because Ace is Whitebeard's second commander on his ship. Man, that nigga Whitebeard, boy, that's Pops. That's the OG, nigga. That's my motherfucking nigga, dog. So, like, even though, like, Marine Ford was really hype, I do have to talk about the sacrifices and the losses that we suffered, bro. Spoiler alert, bro. Y'all niggas made us really start fucking with Ace and Whitebeard just to kill these niggas off, dog. Oh my god. Damn it. Boy, so a lot of crazy shit happens in this arc, right? It's basically a war between Whitebeard, his allies, and then the world government and the admirals and the seven warlords of the sea. We see that nigga Don Quixote do Flamingo. We see Mihawk. We see a whole bunch of other niggas. Fuck the rest of them niggas. Oh, and then Hancock's there because she has to be. She's obligated as a warlord herself. So this is the best part of this fucking whole arc. My nigga Jinbei saves Luffy from drowning, sends this nigga into the air. When that nigga Luffy touched down to fight them three admirals, knowing he was gonna get fucked up, but Luffy, he might not have been the strongest nigga there, but he was the bravest. I'll tell y'all that right now. So let me tell y'all the two things about this arc that really pissed me the fuck off. First of all, fuck Garp. This bitch ass nigga. This bitch ass nigga. How the fuck are you gonna stop Marco from saving Ace, you old bitch? Talking about some, I don't pity criminals, but for family I do. He gonna start crying and shit, talking about some Ace, how come you couldn't live the life I lived? Man, fuck you, Garp, because as soon as it was time for this nigga to get saved, you gonna fucking interfere. You bitch ass nigga, fuck. And then this nigga Ace. This nigga, Luffy put in so much work to save your bitch ass, just for you to, as soon as you get free, these motherfucking Akainu, that bitch ass nigga, he gonna talk shit about Whitebeard, and you gonna actually let that shit get to you. And then when you finally get fucking fisted, Garp over there, oh yeah, you better hold me back, Sengoku, or something. You ain't gonna kill shit, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck Sengoku too. I'm gonna snitch on Ace and tell everybody that he's Gold Roger's son, man. Spoiler alert again, man. Fuck all these niggas, bro. Fuck all these Marines. But I also gotta talk about Luffy. Luffy, you dumb ass nigga. How the fuck? This nigga Luffy realizes that he drops Ace's Beaver card on the ground and tries to pick up a fucking piece of paper in the middle of the war. And when fucking Akainu is about to fucking torch this nigga Luffy, that's when Ace gets fisted trying to save Luffy's dumb ass too. They all just fucked up. So now Ace is dead. Luffy is basically losing his shit to the point where he's crying so hard that he goes into a state of shock and he just can't move anymore. And then that's when this nigga, fucking bitch ass Blackbeard gonna pull up. He gonna fucking kill Whitebeard. But boy, let me tell y'all something. This nigga Whitebeard is a real ass nigga. This nigga took so much fucking damage, died standing on his feet, but never had a scratch on his back, showing that he never ran away from a battle. That's a real ass nigga. He better than me. I would have been ran. Fuck you talking about. And then as soon as, you know, the Whitebeard pirates realized that they lost the war and they was trying to retreat, that's when my nigga Kobe was somebody we met in like the first two episodes. Luffy is the reason why he wants to be a Marine. He tells Akainu all this fighting is pointless, right? Akainu's like, you little bitch, nigga, who is you? He's about to kill this nigga. That's my nigga red hair. Oh, that boy. Well, how do you say his name in Japanese? Akagami no Shanks. That nigga red hair Shanks pulls up and saves the day. A little too late, but he still pulls up anyway. My nigga Shanks. So like, a lot of people, you know, they tend to say who's the realest nigga in One Piece. And like some people will say like Rayleigh. I think it's my nigga Rayleigh, I ain't gonna lie. And then some people might say it's Shanks, some people might say it's Whitebeard. You got like small contenders like Jinbei, but they also real niggas, boy. Shout out to that nigga Shanks, son. Shanks is the reason why Luffy is the man he is today. Eventually, you know, Ace and Whitebeard, they get buried. You know, Luffy, he's still heartbroken about the whole situation. But then that's when Rayleigh decides that, you know, Luffy, you ain't strong, bro. We gotta train. And then that's how the 2-year time skip happens. So, back in Sabaody, right, when they were all running from Kizaru, Luffy said, we're going to meet back here in 3 days. But after Rayleigh told him that they should train, the whole crew is supposed to meet up in 2 years. And then that's when we returned to Sabaody after the 2-year time skip. Even though it was a mini arc, I really enjoyed this arc, seeing how like all the Straw Hats, how they all look different now, especially Nami and Robin. God damn them titties. Boy, I don't know when Oda started doing this shit, but now in like post time skip One Piece, every girl is shaped like a fucking Coke bottle. They got the milkers, you know what I'm saying? So now that Luffy and everybody is stronger after 2 years, now they're actually going back to Fishman Island after Rayleigh. Rayleigh of all people is the one who coasts their ship. Shout out to Rayleigh again. So, you know, the Straw Hats, They go to Fishman Island. I like the Fishman Island arc. It was straight, nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was more so just an arc for them to show off their powers because the villain was ass. Fuck that nigga Horty Jones. That nigga said he hated humans, and when they asked him his reason, he said, "I really don't have one." What type of bitch ass nigga is that? But to be fair though, in his defense, like they treat the fishmen like shit. Like they treat them like black people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that nigga Fisher Tiger, bro, the motherfucking leader of the Fishman Panthers, bro. They did that nigga so dirty after saving Koala, bro. Shout out to that nigga, my motherfucking nigga. Shout out to that nigga Jinbei. They showed Arlong again in this arc, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of sided with him for most of this arc because like he made a lot of good points, and Jinbei, you know, he was talking that peaceful shit, but hey, man, you can't be peaceful all the time. So yeah, like this arc, it was more so just to like show off all their new moves, you know, like Luffy and all his new attacks, Zoro and all his new attacks. This nigga was fighting Horty underwater and almost beat this nigga. How the fuck are you fighting a nigga who can breathe underwater and almost beat him underwater? They showed Sanji and all his new shit, his Diamble Jambe nigga was skywalking and shit. The motherfucking General Frankie, boy, this arc was hot. Shout out to that nigga Chopper too. So like, before I continue, I cannot talk about Fishman Island without talking about Princess Shirahoshi. Oh my god. So like, y'all know how I said like post timeskip girls in One Piece, they all got their milkers. Well shit, she might as well be the fucking queen of the cows, boy! She like, Princess Shirahoshi is a mermaid, but she's a giant. So she has like giant titties, but since she's a giant, it's like giant titties. Titties squared basically, god damn. So, you know, usual shit, Luffy fucks up that nigga Horty Jones. And oh, we also find out that Shirahoshi is one of the ancient weapons, and Robin reads another one of the poneglyphs, and then that's when and we also meet Big Mom. Well, we don't meet her, but we hear her on the phone for a little bit, and then we go into the next arc, which is Punk Hazard, but that shit was ass, so I ain't really gonna talk about it. The only key takeaway to take from this is that we meet my nigga Trafalgar Law again. He's a warlord now, and he makes an alliance with Luffy to take down Don Quixote do Flamingo. Boy, Dressrosa was hot, nigga! We gotta get into it. So, Law and the Straw Hats, they make an alliance to take down this nigga Doflamingo. So they go to the kingdom of Dressrosa, where that nigga Doflamingo took over it after framing the king years ago. Man, fuck that nigga Doflamingo. That's my motherfucking nigga though, but fuck that nigga. So like, when I tell you, this nigga Law is cold as shit, bro. But at the same time, he be getting fucked up a lot just like Luffy. When I tell you this nigga Doflamingo showed this nigga Law no type of courtesy, this nigga fucking slammed Law into the middle of the town square in front of everybody and just bah, 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 put 3 shots to that nigga. I was like, shit. Boy, that nigga Law, he was fucking Law that whole arc. So like, a lot of crazy ass shit happens in this arc. Granted, this arc fucking dragged for a minute, but it was still pretty exciting. We see a lot of Luffy fights in the Coliseum under a disguise, even though like all the disguises were fucking terrible. But you know, that's just One Piece humor for you. Yeah, Luffy fights in the Coliseum. We see a whole bunch of crazy shit. I'll get into it. So originally, right, Luffy's whole reason for even being there, besides his alliance, is that we found out that this nigga Don Quixote do Flamingo, he took Ace's devil fruit. How he did that shit, we don't know. But apparently, when somebody dies in One Piece, eventually their devil fruit will like pop up again in the world somewhere. So he has it. So my nigga Luffy was like, nigga, you got my brother's fruit. You don't think I'm about to pull up on you and fuck you up, boy? You got me bent, nigga. So yeah, we arrived at Dressrosa. A lot of crazy shit happens. This nigga Doflamingo is a fucking villain, boy, a villain. So yo, you know, typical One Piece fashion. The Straw Hats, they all go to fight their own person. Zoro goes to go fight Pika. Boy, he slid that nigga effortlessly. Boy, that boy Rowan Noah. Actually, before I tell y'all, some of the crew actually went their own way to the island of Zoe, which is like a giant elephant, because they actually got attacked by Big Mom and her pirates, because Luffy basically called her a fat ass bitch at Fishman Island and said, I ate all your candy. But when I tell y'all niggas that this nigga Doflamingo did not give a single fuck, we found out about Law's backstory and how he's tied to Doflamingo, Doflamingo's backstory and how he's tied to Law. Man, this nigga Law was about to kill this nigga, right? And this nigga Doflamingo would tell this nigga, hey, Law, you remember my brother Corazon, your mentor? I had fun killing that nigga. Boy, I smoking that Corazon pack. Fuck you talking about? He was literally about to die and started talking shit about his own dead brother. That nigga is crazy. Bruh. And then, don't get me started on how he treated that nigga Bellamy. Yo, like that nigga Daquan said in his video, Daquan Wiltshire, bro. Doflamingo's Japanese voice actor, Chef Kiss. That nigga was perfect, boy. The way every time he would talk to Bellamy, he'd be like, Bellamy. Like, that shit was hot as fuck. Bellamy. But that bitch ass nigga Bellamy, bro, he pissed me off, bro. Because, like, way early in the show, he actually had met Luffy. Luffy beat the shit out that nigga. He was talking hot shit thinking he was fire, right? This nigga, after Doflamingo told that nigga, you's a bitch, you trash, you worthless. I told you to do everything, and you did everything wrong. This nigga still tried to fight Luffy, who tried to save him because of his own dumbass morals. And his morals was, I can't betray Doflamingo. The same Doflamingo who said, I'm about to kill you, nigga, but go ahead and be free. That's whatever, bro. Fuck Bellamy. So, bro, we see a lot of crazy shit in Dressrosa, bro. Like, I know I'm forgetting some shit. Oh, let me talk about Rebecca. Shout out to Rebecca. Boy, I don't know why the fuck she was dressed like that to be a gladiator, but them titties was tittying. She got them milkers, too. Shit. And there's also another great surprise that I'm not going to spoil for y'all. But when y'all see it, bro, and y'all see how that nigga Luffy was touched by it, boy, that shit was beautiful to see. Shout out that nigga. Oh, I just remembered. Boy, when Law and Luffy was fighting that nigga Doflamingo, the motherfucking tag team combos that they was hitting on this nigga, bro. Like I told y'all before, Law's Devil Fruit, he gives him some OPS abilities. He's like Renegade Sasuke. When that nigga hit the room, and that nigga Luffy put up on Doflamingo with the Gum Gum Red Hot, nigga, that shit was fire! No pun intended. And then, you know, in this arc, we saw a lot of new shit. We saw Zoro and all his new moves with the armament hockey. We saw Gear 4 for the first time. This arc was amazing, dog. Probably my favorite one in the show, or my second favorite. Bro, like, I'm really happy that I decided to watch this show, bro. It was probably one of my better decisions that I made last year, late 2020, bro. It was like, this show's just amazing, bro. There's so much shit that really warms your heart, and it's such a funny-ass show. And, like, there's a lot of sadness, too. Like, when they had to get rid of the Going Married to get the Sunny, that shit was sad. It's just, so much shit has happened in this show. So, you know, I think I'm going to start bringing this video to a close soon. Eventually, I think I'll probably do a video of Zoe and Whole Cake Island. I'm not going to do Wano because that's just too long of art. But, hey, man, I appreciate y'all for sticking around, bro. I'm a fuck with y'all later. You know, if you like the video, like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. And, you know, I'm out. Wait, I just realized. I kind of want to sing the One Piece outro, but I can't put the clip here because they'll ban me. You know what? Fuck it. We doing it. As a kid, I never stopped searching for a great treasure. I had a map in my mind that I knew would lead me. I have to find my way to that place before someone can beat me. Fuck no. The promised land was in my grasp, and I wouldn't let go. Yeah, nigga, One Piece. Fuck you talking about?